Our extended abstract for the Late Breaking Ideas track introduces Robin, a voice-controlled virtual teammate for software developers and teams. And the authors for this paper were Dr. Bruna De Silva, Chloe, myself, my presentation partner Abishu, and Siriwan. So to go over what Robin is trying to solve is we know that software developers often use tools like GitHub and Jira to manage code version control, collaborate with other developers, and keep track of tasks for projects. But we know that there's all this valuable project information associated with things like pull requests and creating issues and other collaborative tasks, but it can be difficult to find all of this information through GitHub's web-based user interface, or it's not available at all, and you might have to do these calculations by hand. And in addition, web-based interfaces are not always convenient for developers to navigate through when they have so many other software applications open that they use to carry out engineering tasks.
Exactly what Chloe talked about. So once our team identified what the problem is, our research objective was that we wanted to implement an intelligent voice assistant software skill to help us navigate through GitHub workflows and extract project information, which is going to help software developers and software teams in their meetings. And this will save a lot of time. And the assistant platforms we chose were Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant. This decision was made probably because these two are more popular ones. And another objective for this research was also that we want to conduct surveys to find out what commands would be more useful for software developers all over the world and of all ages and experiences.
Yeah, so when we tried to look for other similar voice applications or peer-reviewed research like Robin, we found on the Alexa marketplace that there were skills that supported commands for GitHub and GitLab, but they were specifically curated for individual developers and not teams. And when we looked at other peer-reviewed research, we found text-based bots for answering programming task questions, other resources for answering like programming syntax questions, but none had a voice interface. And a voice assistant geared towards both software developer teams and individuals using GitHub does not yet exist.
So as we talked about how Alexa and Google Assistant are more popular, and that's why we chose them, we named our skill Robin Teammate because we wanted to feel as if the Robin acts as another teammate on your software team. We, as a group, wrote over 15 custom intents that lets the user interact with GitHub and GitHub backend. Our first iteration supports scenarios where developers are individually carrying out tasks or collaborating in a team.
And to go over the overall architecture of both the Alexa and Google Assistant versions of Robin, first we would have an end user say some sort of utterance, and this utterance would map to some sort of intent or request for our skill in either Google's Dialogflow or Alexa's interaction model. And these are the high-level containers of all of the intents and what mappings of what users say to what should be executed in our backend code. And all of this interaction model has an endpoint to our backend logic. And in this backend logic is where we're making calls to the GitHub API, and this is being hosted on the cloud.